This is Varsha's Education Academy. In this session, we are going to see the subject of signal processing. And the topic is Laplace transform. See, this is the first transform topic we have selected here. Right? See, first Laplace transform. Generally, what is meant by Laplace transform? That is, time domain function get converted into the S domain function. Right? By taking the Laplace transform, we can convert the time domain function as a S domain function. See, mainly it is suitable for continuous time signal. See, this Laplace transform is mainly suitable for continuous time signal. This is said to be the continuous time signal, right? This signal is said to be the discrete time signal. See, this discrete time signal is mainly suitable for the transformation of Fourier transform and Z transform. So, the discrete time signals is suitable for Fourier transform and Z transform. See, the main point over here is Laplace transform is mainly applicable only for continuous time signal. Please remember this point. This is a very, very important point. Laplace transform is only suitable for continuous time signal. Right? See here, the time domain signal is converted into the S domain signal by taking the Laplace transform. Whereas, the S domain signal is converted into the time domain representation by means of this inverse Laplace transform. By means of this inverse Laplace transform. Right? Now, we will see the formula for Laplace transform and inverse Laplace transform. See here, the S domain function is selected, that is x of s. We are going to find the S domain from the t domain, time domain function. So, integral t x of t e power minus st dt. This is the formula for finding Laplace transform. Then, for inverse Laplace transform, x of t we are going to find, right? So, x of t from x of s. So, x of t is equal to 1 by 2 pi j integral s x of s e power plus st into ds. See, here we are having minus st, here we are having plus st into ds, right? This is our inverse Laplace transform. Now, let us see the basic important formulas regarding Laplace transform. Listen carefully. These are all very, very important in competitive exam point of view. First, let us consider the del of t function. So, let us consider the impulse signal. So, impulse signal in the sense del of t, the Laplace transform will be, while considering the step signal u of t, the Laplace transform will be 1 by s. So, while considering t power n into u of t, so t power n into u of t, generally u of t na enadhu 1 by s nanu eludhuvom Laplace transform la. So, I have considered t power n as t power n into u of t. So, t power n intradhukaga n factorial by s power n plus 1. So, s is common because of this u of t. So, 1 by s. This power and this factorial term is also introduced because of this t power n. Right? Now, we will see the next formula. E power minus at u of t. So, e power minus at u of t. In here u of t, same step signal is there, right? So, 1 by s varum. Minus a will become plus a over here in Laplace transform. So, e power at u of t. Again, 1 by s is in the denominator. Instead of this a, for this a, plus a, we are substituting minus a in the denominator. So, e power at u of t in Laplace transform, we can write it as 1 by s minus a. Then t power n e power minus at u of t. Already we know e power minus at u of t is equal to, not equal, it is, while converting into s domain, it will become 1 by s plus a, right? So, 1 by s plus a, for this t power n factorial by the whole power n plus 1, right? See here, instead of n, if we are having 2, then this value becomes 2 factorial by s plus a power 3, right? Okay, now we will see sine function. sin omega t u of t. See, generally we should remember one point. If we are having sin function, then omega should be in the denominator. If we are having cos function, then s should be in the denominator. This one is yes. S should be in the denominator. Right? So sin omega t u of t is omega by s square plus omega square. Whereas cos omega t u of t is s by s square plus omega square. See, while considering hyperbolic function, this h represents hyperbolic function. So sin ht u of t. Already we know that sin irundale omega da numerator la varnom. Right? So sin ht u of t in the sense omega by s square plus omega, s square minus omega square. Here we are having plus, here we are having minus. The only difference between these two is the sign changes, right? Because of this hyperbolic function, sin ht, cos ht, both things will have denominator as negative sign. That is s square minus omega square. So omega by s square minus omega square. For cos ht u of t, s will be in the numerator divided by s square minus omega square. Right? These are the formulas, two formulas regarding hyperbolic functions. Then time shifting and properties. U of t minus a. So if we are considering the signal u of t minus a, then it Laplace transform we can write it as e power minus as into 1 by s. For u of t plus a, it will be e power plus as into 1 by s. Right? These are the important formulas regarding Laplace transform. These are very, very important in solving problems for competitive exams. Within a second you can solve this kind of problems. Right? Now we will find one exponential signal based problem in Laplace transform, and we can find the region of convergence based on this Laplace transform. First, let us find whether this signal is right-sided signal or left-sided signal. First, we have to find that thing, right? See here. First, I am drawing one. E power minus at. This is our signal form, right? See here. Find the Laplace transform of e power minus at u of t and determine its region of convergence. What is this ROC? Region of convergence, right? E power minus 18 na eppadi irukum? Exponentially decreasing. So it will be like this, right? Then we will draw the u of t. So u of t function. So u of t will be, it will be like this. So now we have to multiply these two things, right? E power minus at u of t. இது ரெண்டையும் மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணா எப்படி கிடைக்கும் சிக்னல்? This is our e power minus at u of t, right? This is our output signal, right? We have multiplied these two things. See, it is a right-sided signal. Only in the right side we are having signal form, right? So it is a right-sided signal. Now we are going to find the Laplace transform of e power minus at u of t. Already we have seen in this formulas, right? So it x of t vandu e power minus at u of t na x of s enadu, it will be 1 by s plus a, right? it will be 1 by s plus a. Ipo, from this expression, we have to find the pole. Pole na enadhu? By equalizing the denominator is equal to 0, we are getting the value of s. That s is said to be the pole, right? So, pole s plus a is equal to 0. At the sense, s is equal to minus a. So, the pole is s is equal to minus a. Now, I am going to plot the pole 0 plot. Sigma j omega axis. Right? Sigma j omega axis. I am going to plot this s is equal to minus a. So, I am considering this point as s is equal to minus a. I am considering this point as s is equal to minus a, and I am drawing one parallel line to this imaginary axis. Right? So, see here it is a right-sided signal. Right? So, the region of convergence will be in the right side of this pole. Will be at right side of this pole. This is the region of convergence. So, right side of this pole is the region of convergence for this signal. Right? See. So, region of convergence is real part of S which is greater than this minus A. Greater than this minus A. Right? This is the region of convergence for this problem. See, listen carefully. Once again I am explaining you e power minus at u of t. So, e power minus at is nothing but the exponentially decreasing signal. U of t is our general step signal. Starts from 0 up to infinity. The value will be 1. Now, we are going to multiply these two signals. So, 1 into exponentially decreasing signal. We are getting a right-sided exponentially decreasing signal. So, this signal is said to be the right-sided signal. Now, we are going to find the Laplace transform for the given function. So, I have found out the Laplace transform. Then, this pole, I have to find the pole from the given transfer function, given Laplace transformed function. Right? So, s plus a is equal to 0. That is, by equalizing the denominator is equal to 0. So, s plus a is equal to 0. So, s is equal to minus a. This value of s is said to be the pole. So, s is equal to minus a. So, this right side part of the, we are drawing a parallel line to this imaginary axis. So, the right portion of this axis is said to be the region of convergence. So, the region of convergence is the real part of s that is greater than of minus a. Right? Please try to solve for all types of exponential signals. Right? In our next session, we will see the region of convergence for this e power at into u of t, e power minus at into u of minus t, e power at into u of plus t, u of minus t. See, try to solve it on your own. Try to find the region of convergence for these three exponential signals and please mention it in the comment box. In our next session, I will explain you how to determine the region of convergence for these three types of signals. Right? Please mention it in the comment box. Try to solve it on your own. This is also very simple, like our first example. Right? You can do. It is very simple. Try to solve it on your own. If you are having doubts, do mention it in the comment box. If you like this video, do subscribe my channel. Thank you all. Thank you for watching this video.